right now. There's been a lot of work to do and not a lot of time to spruce up my appearance. So guys, a lot of you clearly indicated that you do in fact want me to show you all the process of me packing up and moving across the country. So without further ado, this is me showing you. So there are a few fundamental aspects to this move. One of which is moving all my personal belongings, whether it be clothes, my computer, my laptop, my books, a bunch of things. The second aspect would be all the reptile related supplies and equipment, whether it's lights, the terrariums themselves, my misking systems, but there is a lot of stuff to be packed. And so here you can see I have a few pallets down here, and then also in the garage I've been working all day to load up what I'm hoping will only take 3 pallets worth of belongings. You can see I've started loading up some of the pallets. There's tanks and tanks. Now this is sort of a mock trial to see how many pallets it would take to load most of these supplies I have. These are boxes of supplies. Obviously that's not going to be the way it is in the final packing. Yeah, there's still a few tanks and things to shimmy around and figure out where they're gonna go. Some more stuff there. My AC unit to cool down whatever room it is that the Fantasticus are in. Some more tanks. This is gonna be a very interesting video with some of these medical supplies I'm looking forward to making to show you guys. So what I started doing now that I sort of have a general idea of what is going where, I am now packing my clothes. So if we go into the, oh my god, try not to trip. If we go into the main house, I'm gonna close the garage doors. If we go into the house, you'll see here on the floor that I have most of my clothes on the ground here. And so what I've begun doing is loading up Exoteras with garbage bags and putting clothes into them. So that way it maximizes the space on the pallets and I don't need to have a bajillion suitcases. So very smart idea that my dad came up with. So here we are, sort of what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna keep at it. Guys, so today is shipping day. Anytime between 9 a.m., which we're already past, and 5 p.m. the shipping company is going to be coming by to pick up my 3 pallets. We have one behind me there, another one here, and the other one's back there. So what I'm about to do now is I'm going to put on the packing slips or labels that tells the company who these belong to and where they're going, and then yeah, I guess we're just gonna kind of sit tight and wait all day till they show up. My friend William graciously lent me his pump truck, and that's going to help me wheel them out to the curb over there where the truck is gonna load them up. Hopefully my father, mother, and I's packing efforts will hold up and we won't have any collateral damage on the tanks and equipment. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Secondly, the geckos, frogs, and skinks are heading out today as well. So I'm going to be packing those up very shortly and ensuring that they are ready to be picked up sometime between, I think, 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's the next task I have to take on. Small little update, time to get back at it. Off we go. All the way down in the back. Must be the first pickup. And my stuff is now loaded on the truck. Off we go. Please arrive safely. Please arrive safely. Alright guys, so now I'm packing up all the animals to ship out to BC. Yeah, it looks pretty intense. There's, you know, tons of geckos here. Red-eyed tree frogs, crocodile skinks, Shrek the pixie frog. A lot of animals you haven't met yet. Pingus chilling in here. New addition that you're gonna learn about. Panther gecko, little guy in here. We have tokays and some isopods. Lots of Reptiliatus fantasticus as well, as you can see here. Bunch of them. Show you a few. And I'm probably gonna have to change out some paper towels here because they've pooped in their cups, and I don't want them to have to sit with their poop the whole flight over. But yeah, you can see some beautiful animals here. And they are going to be on their way. More fans. All on their way to Vancouver. So, gonna be packing them up. And if I have a little bit of extra room, I'm gonna fit a few tiny plants in there on the side too. So that's what's next in order. Then we're gonna throw a cool pack in there. And they'll be arriving in less than 24 hours in Vancouver. In fact, it should be early morning there that they arrive, or sometime before noon. Alright, gonna go ahead and start that now. So there you go, it's a bit of a perfect fit. We got Shrek down there, tokay, crested geckos, 2 tokays, croc skinks are on top of the red-eyed tree frogs. We have 3 cultures of various species of isopods. Then we have Jabba and Leela in the cloth bags in containers to kind of just secure them and make sure they're safe and not gonna go flying all over the place. So they're there. And then we have all the fantasticus. And then we also have the panther gecko, who is just in there. Hey buddy. So now what I'm doing is taking the ice pack and wrapping it up in a few layers of newspaper, just like that. It's just stuck all over the place. And good enough. Just close it like that. And I'm simply going to place it like that over the ice pack. Place it like so. So I want this ice pack here in this bare spot. And this will help sort of radiate outwards and keep the animals not too hot. Okay, I'm sorry. Someone's not happy. And now what we're gonna do is fill in the empty space with some newspaper. Okay, perfecto. Once again, I am shipping through Reptile Express, an amazing company. I really appreciate Sam's service, Sam's business. I had a few complications leading up to this move, and he was very patient with me in terms of working out the best shipping options for my needs. So I highly recommend Reptile Express as your shipping go-to when you are looking to ship your animals. And they don't just ship reptiles, they will ship arachnids as well and other animals. So great option, Reptile Express. Check them out online. So there you go, there's Sam's logo. Perfecto. So now that that's all done, I'm going to be gluing on the FedEx pouch, and that's where my shipping label's going. You don't need to see that, because then you'll have Tempest's address, and I don't want that. There's probably a much smarter way of doing this. I always do it like this, so whatever. There we go, and blomp. It's on. And then this lifts up, and your label pops right in here into this sleeve, and then you close it. So there you go. That in a nutshell is how one can quite easily ship their animals, and how I'm going about shipping my animals to BC in preparation for this move. So I hope that showed you guys something. So there we go. Well, holy mackerel, that was good timing. I literally finished packing the animals and the FedEx guy just showed up. Like, I was finishing that last little spiel. So, wow. Punctual and not punctual, at least we got everything done. Now what we have to do is wait till Wednesday and ship out the spiders, which is a lot more tedious. Tarantulas can be flighty, unpredictable. Some of them have very unpleasant venom, so things to consider. We have to be more calm, more patient, and more perceptive and careful with those animals. The tarantulas are getting shipped out Wednesday night to arrive the same day that I arrive, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys that next.
This is promotion. Thanks for the shout out.
Is this the only one that... Okay, holes on the sides at the top?
Oh, there's Jabba and Layla. Oh, sorry, Penguin. Plants.
Answer the phone.
He might be busy. He might be busy. They have stinky poos.
Oh, my.
This is Jabba. Oh God, that's disgusting.
That's stinky.
Just get Grandma or get Grandpa. Stinky bugs.
He seems to be happy. Happy but stinky.
My dad's here.
Oh, wow.
Aren't they beautiful? Look at
Don't
that.
they fight?
No, they're a mated, bonded pair.
Right.
Over here.
So they go in the same home?
Yeah. They are forever partners.
No, isn't that lovely?
Grandpa, you painted your toenails?
Yeah, you're good, eh? Yeah.
Come on, drink up, guys. We've had a very long flight. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I realized I don't know which fants go together.
Oh.
And you didn't label them.
No, I definitely didn't.
No. So we're gonna have to do this over FaceTime. Which one's kinkajou? Is this kinkajou? Or is this kinkajou?
That's kinkajou.
This one?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Thank you.
I hope it's acceptable.
Oh, that's great.
Tempest, I'm gonna have to make a bit of noise when we work.
Okay.
I just think it's, aww. I think it's just incredible that they can survive a trip like that.
Thanks. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad they
Why?
can.
They're not working?
Oh yeah, I know. Well, you wouldn't have done it otherwise.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But
Like they're like gnarly, like.
Myself, if you wanted to use them for your snakes or something, so. But I guess not anymore. Hey everybody, I'm quite quiet. That's because my father's sleeping upstairs. It's rather late at night. I'm going to be packing my whole tarantula collection into this box. Essentially in the video I want to show you guys how to pack and ship tarantulas. So if you want to see that, keep watching. Let's get to it. Alright guys, these are the tools I'm going to be using in my video. I have some gloves to wear just to help a little bit with the urticating hairs, but it won't do much once they get in the air and travel up towards my arms. I have a pair of tongs to help with coaxing, a long bamboo stick to put some distance between myself and old world animals, some paper towel which is going to be used to actually set up the containers. I have plenty of different sized containers here. These are the clamshells provided by Reptile Express. And then I also have this, which is extremely important. It's essentially a juice bottle that I cut the lid out of. Oh, good catch, Diane. And I also cut the top out of. So the idea is we're going to coax the tarantula into this container and nudge them until they come through the narrower tip, which will be positioned over the mouth of one of our set containers to have the animal nestle into a narrow, snug space, So you'll see that better. That'll be better explained in action when we start packing the animals. But yeah, that's the essentials there, what we're gonna need. So let's go ahead and start making up some containers and pack a spider or two to show you guys how it all works. Alright, so I'm gonna put on my gloves here. And we're gonna take our container here. Pop it open. I'm going to start by taking a sheet of paper towel and folding it like so that it fits the bottom of the container. Just like that. Next we're going to take another piece, and for this one we're going to fold it into a longer but thicker piece. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. And we're going to try to start wrapping it like so around the container to sort of provide a cushioning, if you will. You can see how it's looking, and we're going to keep traveling up the container. I'm going to give this a very light spritz already. Just a gentle spritz, because that's going to also help it like hold its shape, if you will. We shall keep going now. So as I'm going along and packing the spiders, I'm making sure to label them so I obviously know what I'm dealing with and not just opening up random containers without knowing if there's a pokey in there or Tarantulas, you know, something crazy. So this is my Pomphobedius antinus female. I'm gonna put her aside. So I'm actually doing the opposite with this. Using this container, I'm going to try and coax the animals to actually go down through the wide side into the container like so. Okay, go. There's no way around the stress, obviously. I don't want to stress her, but need her to get into that little container. Come on, you're okay. We'll make our square. That's going to plug the top, right?